Florida. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Washington Commanders and the Miami Dolphins. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson, glad you were with us, and Daniel Carlson here to get things started. Off we go from Hard Rock Stadium. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Wilson gonna throw right away. Oh, they come after him right away, and down he goes on the first play of the game.
A loss of 11. It's 2nd and 21. At the 24.
The shotgun. Wilson. He's gonna air this one out. Looking for Hill. That's hard. And he will take this one in. 76 yards. Touchdown, Miami. Well, fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level. 2nd play of the game, big touchdown, they strike first.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Mustang 19 tight, 50. Ready.
Now it's the Arizona product that is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Ready. Buffalo 18, 19 right.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Cut 19, 18 Romney, 60
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. He's across midfield. Look at the big guy rumble. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 76 yards. Touchdown, Washington. Carlson's kick is good. And the Commanders come right back to tie it at 7.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Here he is, Tyreek Hill back to return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. Out to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
44-yard line.
Now Wilson on first down. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Set to go now on first and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Wilson. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And he'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch. Again, Wilson. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Percy Butler. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Like, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Let's go now. 60 by 6, 60 by 50.
Daniels now on first down. Rolling right. So he tried to throw it back across his body, but it's intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown.
That's about as bad as it could possibly get. Mike, you're only one play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line.
Ready.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
Ready.
They bring the tight end in motion. Now Daniels throwing on first and 10. Right side. Catch made by McLaurin. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
On first down, Daniels. Flush to his right. He's going to keep it himself.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
That's Lane. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 10 yards.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. And that will lead to a second down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. The side open man is Knox. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. They'll come up here, first and 10. The air again is Daniels. Moving outside the pocket, and he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
65, track him 6, 18 Cardinal, 18.
Throwing again. Daniel. That's swung out to Krusky Merritt. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. And they'll try to convert it on third down.
19 tight. 79, 18, 60, 19.
Daniels gonna throw again. And that is incomplete.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
That one caught. It's not the tight end. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. Even in the air, here's Daniels. Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Jack Jones. And they will finally get to him as he's brought down near the 40-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
From the 46, here's second and a couple. Once again, it's ETN. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. First down, Miami.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
The truth is, Mike, they just aren't getting the push they need up front. This defense has been a motivated group these last couple plays, and now for the second straight time, they failed to even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Dolphins with the early lead. And we're back to South Florida after this. Third and long.
19 yards. Come on, set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now it's Wilson. He's got his man. It's Hill. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
That's good for a Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On the handoff, it's ETN. Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second and 9. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's caught on the right side by Waddle.
Number 17, Jalen Waddle. That's a gain of 5. Brings up third and
Here's a third down and 4. From the gun, a give to ETN. But he goes nowhere. Call doesn't man out. It's going to bring up fourth down.
a gain of only a yard. It's fourth down.
70 ready. Warriors, 17. Let's drag him 6. Go.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That is caught at the 3. And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, getting the job done on fourth. And now it's first and goal.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Travis Etienne. Touchdown Miami. It's his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. Now it's York for the PAT. He's got it. And the Dolphins will take a 21-7 lead.
Commanders 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchdown. On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. Throw downfield and hauled in by Samuels.
A gain of 19 yards. A gain of 19 yards. And the Washington first down.
He'll get this out to the left flat. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. 2nd and inches.
It's 2nd and inches. At the Dolphins 36.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
That's good.
To throw is Daniels.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they failed to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a 1st down.
7 Pirates, Warriors, Japanese.
Throwing now, Daniel. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, Washington. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. Carlson able to knock through the extra point. The Commanders draw closer here. It's 21-14. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On 1st down, Wilson. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Etienne. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now it's Wilson. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A big-time play for the Dolphins. And even 30 yards. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On second down, here's Wilson. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
That's good.
Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. They'll run it here with ETN. Down to the 4. It'll be second and goal.
Pick up 2. Brings up second and goal.
79 for 18. Ready? Trap 60.
Out of the gun, it's Wilson. Huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. They're going to take over at their own 8-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
Trap 50. Get it? Ready?
To throw is Daniels on first and 10. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. A former Nittany Lion, Chop Robinson, in there to drop him as he records his 5th sack of the year. So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
Warriors 70. Let's go now. 19, 18, 19 tight, 19 tight.
Receiver in motion, headed left. Now Daniels throwing on first and 10. Short pass taken in by Knox. Nice game here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Washington.
On first down, Daniels. That'll be taken in by Krosky Merritt. And he is out of bounds at the 45. Here's first and 10.
That's another Washington Commanders first down.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Aside that open man is Knox. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
First down. First and 10.
To the air again is Daniels. Flush to his right. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down. Brian Burns keeping the motor going. He runs them down. It's a loss of 5. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
19 Lions. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Mustang 19. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's McLaurin open on the left side. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
28 yards.
They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
Let's go.
A 28-yard gain. First down, Washington.
They send a receiver in motion left. Daniels now on first down. He gets it to Samuel, left side. To the pylon, he's in. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, Commanders. That is second touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. If you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate. And great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. That's the veteran safety, Marshawn Lattimore, bringing him down. That one is complete. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And he's going to have a Dolphins first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving, and then some.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing again. Wilson. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And you're one of the go-to guys on your team. I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
On 3rd down, here's Wilson. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he will score! Zach Wilson, touchdown Dolphins. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. York now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Dolphins go up by 7, 28-21. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
Their own 30-yard line.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. That's into the hands of Lane. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield.
It's a gain of 20.
19 tight. 19 tight. 18 right here.
1st and 10
Come on, 18.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Wow, they are moving the ball. The start this drive. 21 on that play.
18,
First down.
Daniels now going to look to throw. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dawson Knox. It's second down.
And you can see the coach on the sideline just kind of shake his head. He's got to have a conversation with his quarterback to just make better decisions. I mean, that was almost his third interception of the game. He's got to just take a deep breath. Don't continue to force throws into bad spots. Take what's there, find the open target, and maintain possession.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Drop 50, drop 19, drop 19. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. That is hot. What a throw. Harry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Carlson's kick is good. And the Commanders have come back to level things. It's 28 all. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with first and goal.
Ready? Cougar 19. Seven Pirates. Seven Pirates. Dragons. Buffalo 18. Buffalo 80. Ready?
Throwing is Daniel. Exiting the pocket right. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Commanders. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball first and goal. And Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On first down, Wilson. Open man downfield, Tyreek Hill. And he will go all the way. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Miami. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Jesse Lions. Go.
A run to begin the drive, and it's Krosky Merritt. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 24. That's Bradley Chubb. They're on the stop.
4 yards on the pickup.
So back and forth they go as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, ready?
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 6.
19, Charger, 19, Charger. 19, 18,
Now Daniels. As caught, that's Lane. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
That's good for a Washington first down.
Can't be 11.
A gain of 9 yards. First down.
To throw is Daniels. That's brought in by the tight end Knox. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Washington
Throwing now, Daniels.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on first down.
And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
19, Charger, 19, Charger. Buffalo 18. Dragon 60 Bobcats.
3rd and short, and it's Daniels. He will not be able to get to the end. They shut him down. Taken down behind the line. And it's 4th down.
19.
It's 4th down.
79 Broncos.
They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. They convert with a gain of 15.
First down. A gain of 15.
Daniels with a give to Krosky Merritt. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
The tackle by Brian Burns. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Come on.
At the 26-yard line.
Cowboy 80. Panther 11. Panther 19 Lions. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He's got it inside the 5. And he's got another one. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, Washington. 3 touchdowns for him now in this one. And he's up to 10 on the year. Carlson able to knock through the extra point. The Commanders will go up by 7.
Dolphins 35. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
35-yard line.
They'll give it to ETN to start this drive. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout. A first down there. Gain of 14 yards.
That's a 49-yard line.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. This run straight ahead for ETN. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Here comes second down. They'll drop to throw. That is caught left side by Waddle. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 32.
ETN. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Here is second and 7. Wilson. That's caught in stride by the Cheetah. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. He's got it at about the 8. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up first and goal.
Dolphins first down.
Now Wilson. Under pressure and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10. Oh, costly sack. Can't have that here. We'll have to use a timeout. And barring a defensive penalty, we're down to 1 play in this one. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. That's going to bring it to third and goal. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So, a win here on the road for the Commanders. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That's the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico.